Welcome to the first episode of the Wanderlust Souls. You can be the first. Life is a journey and we are all travelers. We all love to travel. And in life, we face a lot of hurdles. I believe there's one element that can help us travel far without any hurdles. That element is connection. And when I talk about connection, it's connection to yourself, connection to the people around us, and connection to the society. So today, as the Wanderlust Soul, we have as a person who has been traveling far in life and achieved a lot. Chartered accountant and company secretary by profession. He retired from Tata Ceramics Limited as CFO, Chief Financial Officer, in 2020. Currently, he is in practice as chartered accountant independently. He is the first from the state of Kerala in India to achieve the highest educational award in Toastmasters International, called Distinguished Toastmaster. Toastmasters International is a worldwide leading organization for communication and leadership development. And he achieved this most coveted recognition under the revised educational structure called Pathways. Nevertheless, he had achieved the same feat previous under the same syllabus, but it was an old syllabus. He is the first from the state of Kerala to lead people from one of the 4 geographies in India, District 92, comprising Kerala and Karnataka. He is the first to lead people as district director, the highest leadership position at district level. Under his leadership, the district bagged all the top 7 awards under Toastmasters International, and that also for the first time. So friends, today at the Wanderlust Soul, we have Nagarajan P A. I have known him for years and he is my mentor. So welcome, sir, to the first episode, You Can Be the First, of the Wanderlust Souls.
Thank you, Kamal. Thank you for that amazing introduction. Actually, lockdown has made us be part with ways, so to say. We don't meet in-person meetings at the club, but it's a good platform that we can at least meet each other virtually. Great.
Thanks a lot, sir. So when I see your journey, this word, first, this seems to be inscribed on you like a temporary tattoo. So how did you do it? This is an incredible feat you achieved.
Yeah, Kamal, as in any other achievement, whatever you achieve or dream in your life, the first thing that we should be careful is to ponder over and identify what exactly is your destination. Of course, you can have dream. I also dreamed about several aspects, several achievements. But when you are clear in your mind that you want something in your life, first thing to do is to be clear. What is that you want in your life? So that clarity is the starting point. Then you have to put in efforts continuously. Please remember, sometimes life is such that you will not reach at your desired dream destination. But no worries. Take it from me, if you start doing whatever you are required to do in a consistent fashion, persistently, you will reach a level which will be higher than where you started from. That is definite. So that is what makes anyone, including me, to start with all these little achievements that you have described at the beginning, to go for it. That is what I have also done. Over to you.
One thing which surprises me, like till now, none of the people in Kerala dare to even run for the position. So there might be a lot of negative elements running around you, like don't do it, you might not succeed. So what was that one element which made you run for that position?
Yeah, if you ask me, current district director is my mentor, distinguished Toastmaster Nirmala Lilly. But way back when I started my journey, I was selected as best division director in 1 year in Toastmasters. Division means a group of areas. Every area will have more than 3 or 4 clubs there. So division will easily have 20 clubs. So there are several divisions in a Toastmasters district. Like you said in the beginning, District 92, Kerala and Karnataka. So when I was occupying that position for 1 year, I saw these district leaders, great leaders, tall leaders, so to say, like our district director then and all the leaders. Then I thought, can I be there on one day? Then I thought, no, it's not possible. Reason being, there is a valid reason, Kamal, you might know it. In Kerala, I belong to a state of Kerala where we have at that time 30 clubs only, Toastmasters club. I say this because every club has got 2 votes. Whereas in the state of Karnataka, the other part of our district, they had 150 clubs. So 300 votes there, here is only 60 votes. Basically, this is election by balloting, secret ballot. So how will I win? This was a question that everyone had. So to answer to your question, I approached my seniors in Kerala, from Kerala, met each and every one of them. Few of them I called them over phone. Why don't we try one top position from the state of Kerala? You know what the answer? What answer did I get from them? Few of them discouraged me flatly, saying, "No, no, no. Why do you want to do this? Are you mad? We will never win with 60 votes. That too, I'm not sure, knowing Keralites, whether they will vote for you. They may perhaps vote for your opposite candidate." Few others said, Nagarajan, be careful. I can tell you, your attempt will be suicidal. This is how the reactions I got from my seniors at that time. That is how, that was my reaction when I just started ponder over this election business. Then you and I know, as part of Toastmasters, our great learning from Toastmasters is simple. Don't worry about failure, right? So we always say failure is a platform from where you can leap to success. That is what we have been taught in Toastmasters. So going by the spirit, in letter and spirit of that saying, that adage, I never thought losing an election is a great blow to me. That can never be. Like what is stated in our great Bhagavad Gita, we used to say, Karmanye padhikaraste ma bhaleshu kadajana. The meaning, you need not worry about the results. You do your karma. You do your duty. So like I stated in answer to your first question, I started pursuing my efforts towards servicing or serving our membership of our district. Every voter, I thought, yes, I have to keep a rapport with them. Why should they vote for me? Knowing well that my opposite candidate is a local guy from state of Karnataka. He was in the system for years, perhaps more than what I spent my years in Toastmasters. That was the seniority of him. Why should they, the voter, vote for me? What is that will make them to vote for, prefer Nagarajan to that particular leader? So this was a challenge. Then I thought out my own plans and I started serving them. I will not miss even a single call I received from 8,000 strong members, whether it is midnight or past midnight, I'll be there. Timeliness was my particular tool I applied. If you ping me in WhatsApp, you will get a response from me within 3 seconds. This takes a lot of efforts. Actually, it took from my division director 1 year. Very next year, I was taken by the district as district public relation manager. That year was highly productive for me. I could build lot of networking, rapport. Everyone in the district will know if they tell by my name, Nagarajan from Kochi or Kerala. Aha, I know him. So that is what I did.
So years of tireless effort you have put in to get to that position. So just
Correct.
one question around this, like, what if you had failed at that moment? So what would you have done?
It can happen, right, Kamal? Like I told you in the beginning, we should not worry about the results at all. My point is simple. When you are sincere and also you are in a mental framework to do whatever you are at it meticulously, and saying You cannot fail. Please believe me, you cannot fail. You will definitely reach one notch higher than from where you started. That's for sure. So election is only a process. Someone will vote for you. There is a election process. There will be counting of votes, and at one moment they declare winner of today's election is distinguished Toastmaster, either my opponent or my name. Is it a big deal? It is not. I had that realization, so I never thought failure is a big issue at all. That is nothing. Winning and failure or failure are both sides of the same coin. It may come, it may go. But let me tell you, Kamal, you might know that I have never lost any of the elections. Whenever I ran for an election, luckily I have not tasted that bitterness, if you can use that word, attributed to that failure, that I have not done it. Maybe due to this planning and advanced action, put in effort, it takes a lot of pain. When I sit here, I know that others will see me like your own introduction said, first person. The efforts behind it, no one will know. That is how it is. If you want to reach somewhere, be ready, do consistently whatever is required. Definitely, Kamal, take it from me, you will be there as a winner.
Correct, sir. So I think that there's nothing as failure. So even if you
Exactly.
fail, you will achieve something. So might be like when you win, you achieve a notch higher. But even if we fail, we will achieve something. And that achievement matters a lot. So sir, I think this has been a long journey, like more than 3 years, 4 years to get to that position. So there might have been a lot of hurdles you'd have faced. So how did you overcome those hurdles?
Hurdles, yes, every position or whatever you do in your life, you can forget about Toastmasters for a moment or whatever. It can be a official assignment or in your social life or even in your family life. Hurdles, or you can call it a challenges or obstacles. That is how life is there. God Almighty has created life in such a fashion that that's not a smooth ride. It will be bumpy always. There will be an obstacle. Then you try to cross over it, surmount it in some way or the other. Then you reach a little plateau, little lawn there. Then again obstacle comes. So here, this is a fundamental understanding. You will never find any ride as smooth ride in your entire life. That is how it is structured. Now, your question, how did I manage to get over this? First one, Kamal, is that if I am permitted to come back to my arena or field of Toastmasters, it's a teamwork. So in a teamwork, everything is in a teamwork. Even if you are in your career or in your office work or everywhere, we find that if I were to do it alone, I can't achieve much. Whereas if I can get it done through a team, we can achieve more. Like the normal acronym goes, together everyone achieves more. That is the fundamental. Now, how do you do it? In a non-profit organization like Toastmasters, we don't pay them any remuneration. There is no salary for their services. Then how do you do it? Everything is through your spoken word. You have to be humble, right? You have to be a simple person. They should be able to empathize with you. Oh, I can see myself in him. An ordinary person. There is no authority at all in Toastmasters. At the same time, no pleading as well is required. These are all self-motivated people. They come to Toastmasters because of their passion. So my point is, you delegate your work to your team. And the most important word is not that. Delegation anyone can do. You have to trust them. Trust means 100%. You might remember I have given you several works during my last several years. Like I know your strengths, your competencies, the areas where you are strong. So I will politely ask Kamal, can you please make me a flyer for me? This is, you remember, you used to ask me, sir, send across the content. I will do it. Very next morning you are giving it. I used to wonder, how do you do it? Then I know that you work overnight and do it. So this is where we achieve things. So trust people, trust your team 100%. They may make mistakes. So what? I also used to make mistakes. That is human. Mistakes are there. That is how it is. So you just mistakes. So what? You tell, just motivate them. That's fine. That's fine. Like that. Trust people, delegate, get things done. This is the secret of achieving anything in your life, Kamal. That's what I have done.
Yeah, that's true, sir. Because I feel that trust is that all matters, be it in any relationship, be it professional, personal relationship. But I feel, because I personally felt that it's very difficult to build trust. So, like, have you ever felt an instance like you have your relationship might be hampering because of this trust issues? Then how did you build that relationship? Might be
Yeah,
professional or personal.
no, no, since we are in professional, there are so many, but again, there the structure is different. Like when you are getting paid, you are having a remuneration, naturally you will have authority. Even in that circumstances, I have found that what works best is this motivation rule. For example, and just official one example I give you. I got a product, I got a deliverable from one of my managers. As CFO, I will get so many items to be analyzed. And in the first look, I knew because of my experience that this has not come out, well. We have to, so many things have to be added. Normal for any manager, top manager, is to tell that, either shout at him or throw the paper at him. You should never do that because you are destined to work with him. You cannot just like that fire a person. So you will have to call him and first start by saying the positive side of the product that has been given to you. So you say, "Ah, it's a beautiful, I loved this column, I loved this formula also, you have made it wonderful. Now, this is what I wanted. Now, let me tell you, I would love it more if you can add two more columns." So he will be in a smiling mood because first we have motivated them, commended them for their efforts. And then I will say, like, I want these two columns. Can you do it? Then again, see, remember, I have all the authority. I can tell I want this. Just bring it within 5 minutes. I can do that, but I have never done in my career. That's a great learning because the other guy will happily apply his mind. This is how we motivate people and get things done. In Toastmasters also, in one of my previous years, I have found that there were clashes. The top three, one guy was not in a position to look eye to eye with another guy, lot of issues. But I got great learning from it because after all, this is a teamwork. Why should we create bitterness? Something when bitterness is there within our heart, that will not go away easily. So you have to sense it at the very beginning, nip them at the very initial stage itself, like nipping in the bud. For that, what is that we have to do? Listen patiently. Active listening, I used to tell. Active listening. When you ask me a question, my job is not to listen it, but actively I have to listen. Because we have a normal tendency to listen it for replying. No, we have to understand what exactly is the point that he is trying to communicate. When we get that, 50% his job is done. Then if there is a challenge or conflict happens, to hear the other side as well. Then while listening, a via media will emerge that will take us to so-called win-win situations in any negotiation. Got it, Kamal? This is how
Yeah.
I used to handle it.
Oh, that's really great, sir. Because I
Yeah,
feel that we need to nip the bitterness in the bud. Well, that is
yeah,
one thing. If it continues, then it will hamper our relationship. So, sir,
correct.
like now we are coming to this end of this episode. Like anything you'd like to share with our audience, like what they should do to become the first in whatever they want to achieve.
Yeah. So, Kamal and all my beloved listeners, we are passing through a difficult time now, maybe COVID and all sort of challenges. But at the same time, we have to be clear in our mind. You take time in deciding it, no issue. When you get that focus, when you identify your particular achievement that you would love to have it, then think about it, again take time, dissect it minutely, then take into little small steps one at a time and try to progress. You keep your one leg forward, keep on moving, never give up. That is the only, because these challenges and obstacles most of the time will make us some sort of a dejected situation, disappointed, we will get despaired. It's not correct because these are all what we should see as real challenges. We should happily confront them. This is my only, definitely, like we have been discussing in this chat show right from the beginning, every single step will take us really one step higher. That's what we wanted. Perhaps we may not reach the ideal which we started with, the dream. No worries, we are still better. Every moment we have to continue putting in effort, keep our eyes and ears open, start learning, absorb every bit of knowledge. It can be even from a kid. So what? The learning is a learning. That will come to your help at the right time. At the right opportune time, you will suddenly remember, I know this technique. I may be learning it from a kid, or maybe a toddler, or maybe a footpath vendor. No problem. This is my learning, and the message to my listeners: never give up. Challenges are normal in life. We have to have that courage and willpower, sort of perseverance, dedication to go in a single direction, never lose focus. Definitely, you, I, and all of us will reach somewhere better position. Back to you, Kamal.
Thanks a lot, sir. So most of the people, when we travel in our journey, would
Yeah,
discourage it if we have not taken any path. So that is what we feel. But I definitely feel from your version that we should go ahead in that path and build a strong connection to ourselves by believing in us and never giving up.
exactly.
And not only the connection with
Yeah,
ourselves, I feel that we should build a connection with the people around us through building trust
correct.
and active listening. And I think this connection will help us achieve what we want. So today with the episode 1, you can be the first with Nagarajan PA, we come to an end of this episode. So next episode will be there 2 weeks after. One more Wanderlust Soul, one more connection, one more story.